All right, guys. So the next thing is to not attach your identity or your failures or successes to a scale. A scale is only a directional tool and does not even give you all the information to make an educated decision. So let's say, for example, there are two women, right? There's Amy and there's Tracy. And I want you to tell me who you'd want to be. So let's say that Amy this week in her diet, or this month in her diet, she lost 25 pounds. Tracy lost none. Amy has a job where she's making $120,000, a year. Tracy does not have a job. Amy rents a beautiful 2,600 square foot loft in Upper Manhattan, whereas Tracy, she lives out in the middle of nowhere. Amy again, rents or leases a beautiful 2018, Lexus, whereas here's Tracy, she doesn't have a car. Amy makes sure that once a year she takes a 1 week full vacation with her family, and she travels and goes someplace, whereas Tracy does not. So far, who do you want to be? Do you want to be Amy or do you want to be Tracy? And I'm pretty sure everybody's saying Amy, but the thing is, so I said, that Amy has a job where she makes $120,000 a year, but the information I did not tell you is that Amy makes $120,000 a year, but she works 75 hours a week. She's a lawyer, and she hardly has any time to spend or see her family. Whereas Tracy does not have a job. Tracy is a self-made millionaire. She's already retired, so she has the money, she has the time. Where I said, how Amy rents a 2,600 square foot loft in Upper Manhattan, and Tracy lives out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, Tracy lives in the middle of nowhere, but she lives in a beautiful mansion that she owns in Edwards, Colorado. She wakes up every morning looking at a beautiful mountainside. Whereas I said that, Amy rents or leases a 2018 Lexus, but, Tracy doesn't have a car. Yeah, Tracy doesn't have a car, but she has a Range Rover that she paid for cash, and also a Prevost that she uses all the time where she's, traveling and going places. And again, remember I said that Amy makes time to go for a week's vacation, every year, whereas Tracy doesn't. And the reason why is Tracy doesn't go on vacations. It's just part of her life. She's always traveling. And I said that, Amy lost 25 pounds this week, where Tracy lost 0. Amy is 350 pounds, so losing 25 pounds to her was a big thing. Where Tracy, she's already a 5'7", 140-pound brick house goddess and doesn't need to lose any weight. That's why she didn't lose any. But you automatically say, hey, I want to be, Amy, because Tracy has it so bad. Because I only gave you a part of the information. And that's exactly what a scale does. It just gives you part of the information. If you want to know if you're going the right place, you should be weighing in about every 4 weeks or so, but you should also be taking your measurements bi-weekly or every 4 weeks as well, because your measurements is what will really tell you if you're losing weight, if you're losing those inches, losing that fat. A lot of times when you're doing it the right way, the scale may not move, or may move just a very little bit, but you're still losing fat. And if you're putting on that lean muscle at the same time as you're losing the fat, which is what you should be doing, the scale is not going to tell you that. It doesn't account for that information. And a lot of times you can be discouraged, whereas you're still losing the inches in the dress sizes, and you should know, hey, I'm making a lot of progress, and not be discouraged. But we're so used to thinking of the scale as the end-all be-all. And if the scale isn't telling me I'm losing weight, then I'm messing up somewhere, and that's not the case. So make sure you're also doing a waist measurement, and also measuring your thighs every 2 to 4 weeks, and that, along with the weigh-in, so that you can see where you're going. Now, if you're taking your measurements and the scale and neither are moving, then you have an issue. But until then, you're good. So keep pushing forward, and do not attach your successes or failure or your identity to a scale. All right, see you guys tomorrow.